Hello, this is Annette with Project Refine Life. Welcome to my channel. Grab a cup of coffee and we are going to talk about all the things, all the books, all the decks, all the tools. This is the February wrap-up. So first things first, my family and I took a trip to Flagstaff, Arizona. Not too far from here, but it was a little colder than I thought it was going to be. No, actually, I knew it was going to be cold. I love Flagstaff. It's beautiful, it's wooded, it's gorgeous, but it was cold. But while we were there, I did discover 3 little shops right on the same street as the crystal store that I always frequent when we go there, and I bought a few things there. So I'm going to share those with you in addition to whatever I used and bought for this month. So first thing is A Life Ritualized. This book is all about honoring the moments in life. So we always have books that are talking about the high holidays, the wheel of the year, all of these things, how to celebrate those moments, how to bring ritual into those moments. But every day you have ritualistic moments. And this book is all about tapping in to those moments, the everyday moments, the occurrences that happen. So in addition, chapter 2, I was kind of excited when I saw this. Chapter 2, there is a ritual for becoming the fool, calling ritual, embracing the tower, a demand ritual, and packing your backpack, a preparation ritual. So in addition, I'm not going to go through all of the things mentioned in here, but there's fertility, there's adoptions, there's baby blessings, there's graduation, new car ritual, new car blessings, house blessings, cleansing rituals, naming rituals. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. I'm a man ritual, becoming of age ritual, calling on the coven. I mean, just tons of little everyday rituals, broken heart cleansing, pet crossing, menopause. It's really cool. I haven't read the whole thing yet. I just read through a few things, but hopefully I can get through this one this month just to get a better idea. I'm not going to go, step by step on it, but I will give you a better idea probably at the end of this month once I've had a chance to dig in just a little bit more. Okay. While we were in Flagstaff, I have my notes here so that I can stay on track. I'm going to try to get through this with as much ease as I can without getting sidetracked. But while we were in Flagstaff, there is a bookstore called the Bright Side Bookshop, and it's right on San Francisco. It is the most lovely little bookshop. It has wood ceilings and wood shelves. It smells of books. Oh my gosh. I loved it. I fell in love with that little bookshop. But I found this book, which I had already heard of. I saw it at Barnes & Noble one day. I was looking at it there. And then Don Michelle over at Boho Tarot mentioned this book as well. This is a really cool book. So it's Tarot by the Moon, gives you tarot spreads for your moon cycles. But in addition to that, there's a nice little section in the beginning, in the introduction, where it does give you correspondence and just a quick rundown of the tarot, days of the week, energies. It's really a neat, well put together book. Everything's in here, and I'm just going to be working with this on a monthly basis. So I'm excited about that book. Okay, next. I got this pre-order in from Juliet Diaz, The Altar Within. I ordered this a couple months back or a few months back. I can't remember. But Juliet Diaz is the one that does the whole, the Yule Oracle and Earthcraft Oracle. Anyhow, she has a few books. But this is her latest. And this is a really neat book. I like the way she writes. She's just down to earth. If you've ever seen her on Instagram, she is what she is, and she just talks straight. I like her writing style. And this is all about honoring yourself, honoring your altar within yourself, but also, in addition to that, decolonizing your practice, decolonizing your beliefs, thinking about how to do that, how to disattach yourself from those things. Now, in addition to that, I did get through it briefly because I wanted to get through it before the end of the month. But she does have journaling, like a lot of them, journaling opportunities throughout the book. A lot of journaling opportunities. So this is not a book that is meant to be read and put away. This is a book that's meant to be by your bedside so that you can just draw this book and work on it on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, however you see fit. It also has a QR code on the inside of the book. Now, as the date that I'm recording this, the access to the material on the QR code is still not available, but I am anxiously awaiting that material to be available because I understand that she's going to have certain rituals on there and different worksheets, just in addition to the book that I believe she's going to continue to update as well. So looking forward to that. My next purchase was Women Who Run with the Wolves. Now, as you can see, I have this book already, but mine is falling apart. Like, it's in bad shape. I feel bad for it. Seriously, every time I pick it up to try to read it. This I found at the Goodwill for $2.29. So I was overjoyed to find this book in good shape. Seriously, I don't think it was ever read. I think it's like brand new. So I was excited to find that. Next, I have been using my library for books that I might not want to buy. Now, all the books that I mentioned, those are books that I need to have. Those are part of my library, part of my working library, things that I'll use on an ongoing basis. But these kind of books, Mexican Gothic, amazing book, these kind of books, I look to the library first. I'll put a hold on it if they don't have it. I'll call it in if they don't have it. Maybe they can get it from another library. It's been working out pretty well, so I'm happy with that. But I know I am late to the game on this book, and I'm sorry about the glare. I know I am late to the game on this book, but if you haven't read it and you like that magical type fiction kind of book, this is it. This is a cool book. I really enjoyed it. It's set in the 1950s with this young lady in her early 20s, socialite. She gets a letter from her cousin who's also in Mexico, but about a year ago married a man and they live outside of Mexico City. So she has to go and help her cousin because her husband is hearing things, seeing things. The house is talking to her. She's having a really hard time. So she goes down and tries to figure out what's going on with her cousin. And when she gets there, it's kind of a mess. The husband's family really doesn't want her there. And she starts experiencing things within the house pretty quickly. But it's a cool book. And there was a couple of areas where I thought, oh gosh, is it ever really going to get going? But it led up to it slowly and it was good. I really liked it. And then after the book was over, I was like, I kind of miss you. Where'd you go? So anyhow, there we go. There we are with the books. Okay. Tools purchased. Since I was not able to attend the Tucson Gem Show, which I was so sad, but you know, I was sick for 2 weeks in January and then coming into February, the last few days that they had it, it just didn't work out. There was kid things going on or a kid was sick or something like that. So we didn't make it. But I have amazing friends. Tara over at Kittens, Weights and Tarot and James over at Light of Ryga have amazing crystals. And I was able to just say, hey, can you bring me this? So they did. So I was able to get this wonderful crystal skull from my beautiful friend Tara. It is so cool. I love this one. So anyways, that's my little crystal skull. James, I bought this Kundalini Citrine from James. So it has all the energies of citrine but with that Kundalini energy, which just makes it move and vibrant, and it's amazing. I really love it. As a matter of fact, I hadn't really mentioned anything. I hope you can see it as I'm kind of putting this in here. I don't think it's picking it up, but I kind of placed it on one of my altars, and then my youngest was like, hey, is that new? I like that one. Yep. Okay, now I have to mention this one because it is new. It did come in this month, and it was sent to me by James at Light of Ryga. Thank you so much. This is beautiful, and I'm going to make sure that I don't mess up anything. But this is a Fenster quartz, double tourmalated. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Fenster means window in German. And it just has all these things in here, like these celestial type formations, and it has like a Herkimer diamond type quality, but it is amazing. I can send and receive with this. It opens up portals. It's great for meditation, for healing, and for ancestral work. So I am really, really enjoying that Fenster quartz. Really, that has been amazing for me. Okay. So that covers the crystals. Now, last month, I talked about the fact that I was working on a Frida journal to help me going through my work with the Tarot Avataria. So I wanted a few things to dress up my Frida journal. Now, I went onto Etsy. There's a few shops there that I went ahead and purchased a few items that you can just print off and put into your journal. So it's not done yet. I'm still working through it, but I wanted to share these cute little things here. So I got this little Frida. I don't even know what this is, but it came like on this little piece of yarn. I thought, oh, that will fit right around my little journal. And sure enough, it did. And then I got this little sticker, which one of the girls there actually designed. So it was really inexpensive, and I just love it. It just adds so much to my little journal. And then while I was there also, I have this little basket full of goodies here. See, I even left the little price tag on there. But this place is called Bonita Btq. It's in Phoenix. And I bought this little Frida bracelet. It's so cute. And it was so inexpensive. Okay, so that's what I did there. Now, right in that same, hold on, I have to get some coffee. Okay, in that same shopping center, the reason that I found Bonita Btq is because my favorite little witchy store is right there, and it's called Elements of Spirit. Gypsy is amazing. She's the owner along with her daughter. Gypsy is amazing. She offers classes, some online, but a lot of them right there at the shop. She does readings. She is an amazing, just beautiful energy. Every time I go in there, there's just such a charge. I really like the shop. Anyhow, I went in there because I wanted to get a few things for my Frida journal. And of course I had to support, right? So I went in and I found this awesome little Santa Muerte ritual to go pack, which I just thought was like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? You can just take it along with you. I am all about anything that's little and small that I can just stuff into a bag, like this bag, stuff into another bag, and then I have like this whole little altar kit when I go somewhere. So this is right before we're going to go to Flagstaff. So I was like, yeah, I want that. But it comes with ink, it comes with herbs, it comes with a little scroll, like a little petition. It has a feather in here, a little quill, so that you can dip into the ink and write on your petition. It has some oil, and then it has the red Santa Muerte. So cute. I love it. Also, while I was there, she had, and I know this is easy to do, but she put it all together in a little package, and I thought, yes, it's awesome. I'm taking it because that's going to go in my to-go pack, and then I just have it with me. But it is a offerings package. So you have your tobacco, and then also in here, she also includes yarn and pieces of fabric in the colors of the elements. So that way you can just leave your offerings. If you go somewhere, you find something, you want to leave an offering, here we go. You have it with me. So I thought that was cool. Another thing that I got from her, or from Elements of Spirit, is these this little patchouli perfume roll-on. I love patchouli. It is so grounding. It is so good. And here, I'm going to do the little... It's so good. I wish you could smell it. I'm going to rub it on you right there. Okay. What else? I think that's... Oh, two more things. Incense, because you can never have enough incense. So I bought some amber incense, and then I got some patchouli amber incense. This smells so good. They both smell so good. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. Okay. That's it there. Okay. So we went off to Flagstaff, and I mentioned that while we were there, we found a couple more shops. So one was the bookstore, and the other is called Victorian Moon Antiques and Enchantments. And I will put all the links in the description below. But this store, you're walking by and you're thinking, oh, how cute. It's a little antique store. But no, it's really not. It's a little witchy shop. That's what it is. It has all the little antique stuff. So you have teacups and lace, and you have hats, and you have retro clothing, and everything set up just like an antique shop. And then it has a tea room in the back. But once you walk in and you look in the window and you walk in, you're like, holy baloney. This is not an antique shop. This is a witchy shop. It sure is. They have things scattered throughout the store. There's just things tucked all over the place. A good selection of tarot and oracle decks. She has books. She has essential oils. She has herbs. She has a full tea room. She has specialty blends and just all kinds of fun little bruja supplies. So I got a couple of things from her, which I'm going to share with you now. So this little lock just called my name. You never know when you need to lock something, right? Or unlock something. And then she had little fun and just things that you don't ordinarily see at a lot of your little witchy shops. And I got some little coffin nails because you never know. And then also she had the wax and the seals, the stamp seals. I don't know what you call them, stamp seals. I don't know. Anyhow, a couple of these are for my daughters, but I hadn't given them to them yet. Still have them with me. And then I didn't have room to have a tea right there and then, but she sells some really cool tea blends. So I have Hecate's Heart, I have Freya's Favorite, and then Aphrodite's Aura. Okay, so we found a store called Sacred Rites. Now, Sacred Rites is a sound healing store. I do sound healing, so immediately I was like, I gotta go there. I need to see what they have in there. You guys, if you're in Flagstaff, go to this store. This man is not pretending. He's for real. He's been initiated. He did all the things to learn all the things the right way. He's for real. Seriously, guys. There are steel drums. There are singing bowls, Christian, Tibetan. There are ritual items. He has smudge sticks in there that he makes. There are ritual instruments and ritual items from all over the world. But the most amazing thing is that he has these chairs inside the store. He also has a sound wave bed. Now, the chairs have a harp on the back side of the chair, and they're wood. So you sit down, he starts playing the harp in the back and chanting. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Seriously, I sat on the chair for a few minutes. He played and chanted, and it was heavenly. It was amazing. It was a clearing right there. Now, in addition, he has a sound wave bed where you lay down, and again, it has the harp type strings on the side. He plays the strings. He also goes over with drums or whatever else. I don't know. I didn't pay for that. I didn't do that. But you can go in and you can pay for a healing on the bed or on the chairs. The chairs are called monochord chairs, and they come from Germany. I didn't get the chair. But what I did buy was this right here. This is a plaster eagle's bone flute. So it's not made from an eagle, but it is plaster, and it does make these beautiful sounds. I'm not going to do it right here. Decks. Let's talk about decks. So as far as decks are concerned, I ordered one deck, pre-order, and it was Triunfo de la Luna with the fully illustrated pips. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know that it's limited, and I was looking at the Triunfo de la Luna, and when I found out that it was fully illustrated and limited, I went ahead and ordered that. New decks. January, I paid for this deck. February, it came in. It is the Practical Magic Oracle deck. And this is the second edition by Grounded by the Moon. I love Practical Magic. That is one of my faves. So I went ahead and bought this deck. I used it a couple of times. I like it. I like it so much. Okay. The other deck, now this is the deck that I bought this month. And this is, it's amazing. I did a full walkthrough, Goddess on Earth Oracle. This deck is amazing. Please see my walkthrough if you want to really dig into my thoughts on this deck, but it is beautiful. Okay, I was sent 2 decks for review, and that was the Glowwood Oracle. Again, I have a full review here on my channel. Just give you a little sneak peek at the cards. I really like it. It's really cool. The guidebook is very detailed. This is not a deck you're going to use when you are really short on time, because it does take a little bit of digging if you want a really deep type of reading, but it's really cool. All right. Holly Nielsen sent me this, the spread deck, and I am having a blast with this. I love this. This is really cool. Again, another full review on my channel of the spread deck for creating spreads, and they're deep, they're profound readings that I'm getting using the spread deck. I'm really enjoying that. Okay, decks that I used for the month. So for the month ahead, I used the Oak, Ash, and Thorn and Sacred Cycles. You know, I don't know, I just grabbed these 2. It just felt like something that I should use at the time. The art styles really don't match, but I had a really good reading nonetheless. And I think just about everybody has seen the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Okay, New Moon Spread. Okay, so the New Moon Spread was a reading that I did in February, but the new moon was in January 31st. But like I said, if it's late, I don't normally do anything that day. I wait till the next day. So in this case, it was the next month. So I used the Super Lunaris, and I used my Practical Magic along with it. And it was good. I liked it. It was really, really good. And I've said this, now it's going to be the 3rd time that I'm mentioning this. Guys, they have a linen edition, which is extremely affordable. It looks really easy to shuffle. I keep saying I'm going to order it. I haven't done it yet. I don't know. Let's see. I really want it, but I haven't done it yet. Okay. For the full moon, I use the Ink Witch and the Moon deck. So the Ink Witch is this really cool deck. He just came out, oh my goodness, I have a lot of glare here, but it's like these monochrome type settings. Great deck. He just came out with the guidebook for it and like an extension pack for the cards. So for week 1 of February, I tried to hone in a little bit more on the decks that I use, trying to be a little bit more purposeful about what I'm using and using it for like a week. So week 1 was the Future Ancestors. This deck, I love this deck. This is so, I know I say that all the time, but seriously, I really do love this deck. So I used the Future Ancestors along with the Hidden Hand Society, Laurel Grove South Cemetery deck. I don't know if you're familiar with this. I think it is out of print. I have both of these, and it's a very cute deck. I like it. It's cute. They're quick messages. These are the backs. It has these little gold edging, and the front is just, there's simple little messages. The guidebook is really quick and easy, but it's a good reading. I like it nonetheless. It's a nice deck. I like it. And it worked well with the Future Ancestors because this is based on a cemetery. Isn't that funny? Okay. Week 2, I used Tarot by Caro. I have a full review of Tarot by Caro. I love all of the colors. This thing just, I don't know, it just like kind of gets me excited. I just love the colors and the fire in this deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I think there's one person that I've seen online that says that this is like her, this is it for her. It's her whole deck. And I used that. I've mentioned this before. This is a really handy little deck. The little Making Magic deck. Just these tiny little cards are really cost effective. They're always on Amazon for like $9, $12, something like that. But I used this deck a few times this month. The next week I used the Glowwood Oracle. And this, I had put out a review, and I had played with the deck with a few other Oracle card or tarot decks, but somebody on my channel left a comment, her name is Christy, about using the Brady Tarot with the Glowwood. And it was an amazing combination. I'm not joking. This was just, oh my God, you guys, seriously. Like if you see the color palettes together on these, oh my goodness, it was amazing. They work so well together. They're both very grounded. It was really, really good. Christy, thank you so much. If you're watching my channel, that was an amazing, amazing combination. I'm not going to even try to put these back together again. Week number 4, I was working with the Goddess on Earth Oracle. So I paired this one up with a few decks. You can always go back to those reviews to see the other decks that I paired it up with. But this deck, oh my gosh, you guys, this deck is so beautiful. The writing, the feel of the cards, just the whole vibe that I get from this deck is just beautiful. Divine feminine energy just radiating through these cards, giving us the element and the spirit of these goddesses that they are portraying. Beautiful. But again, I use this with, and I mention this one a lot, and you know what? It really is one of my faves, the Lioness Oracle Tarot. These worked really well together. The overall energy in both of them just was delicious. How else can I put it? It was delicious. All right. When we went to Flagstaff, I decided I'm going to pare it down and just take a couple because I thought, well, what if I find something there? What if I want something there? But anyhow, I didn't buy any decks while I was there. But I did take the Northern Animal Tarot, and I used those sweet little Making Magic Oracle decks. Okay, so another thing, before I wrap this all up, if you want to take a sneak peek at the decks that I'll be using this month, the month of March 2022, go ahead and take a look at my video, Only 10 Decks for Lent, which is a VR to Sylvain's Deadly Sins. And it's all about using, get this guys, you see how many decks I have, right? 10 decks for 40 days. So Go ahead and take a look if you want a sneak peek at that. And that's it. It is a wrap. Thank you so much for joining in, for watching me rant and rave about the decks, the crystals, the books. I appreciate you guys so much. I am so blessed that you guys are just tuning in. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much from my heart to yours. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.